good morning, all. Sorry for the delay for some, just I don't know how to operate this, please. So first of all, I should thank the management, the director, the head of the Ashoka Institute of Technology and Management, Varanasi, for giving this opportunity. So I also should thank Dr. Ushma for giving this opportunity. She has taken a lot of, see, what I don't know how to say, a lot of risk for this. I thank her also. Now I'm going to start my presentation. So it will be some as simple as as well as my experience will be exposed here. So these are my publications. So why I'm showing this? To encourage the students mainly. So most of them are afraid of these publications. So if you try to publish a single paper, then you'll get interest in publishing papers. So these are my publications. Okay. So most of you can think why we should publish. What is the purpose of publishing? Even the students can think why we need to publish. Okay. So if you are publishing something, either it may be a simple article in a magazine or a paper in a journal or any chapter or book, you'll improve your writing skill. It helps knowledge upgrade. Hello? Hello? Okay. Hello? Sir, some echo. One second. It helps in knowledge upgradation. It keeps you updated. Whatever is happening outside, it gives you updated. It teaches you about a literature survey. It makes you happy. When you see something which is published in a print copy or in online, sure, it makes you happy. It helps the society with your research work. Whatever you publish, sure, it will help the your society. So whenever you publish something, sure, you'll get some appreciation for your work. You'll get some publicity to your work. It adds value. When your publication is going on increasing, sure, it adds your value. It keeps you alive as a, hello, can you mute? Somebody is just, can you mute? So it keeps you alive as a researcher. It also motivates others.
Okay.
Professor, you are muted.
Can you hear me now? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Sorry. Okay. Okay. Above all, you can earn money when you publish something as royalty. Okay. Now, whether you need any special talent to publish articles? No, really not. A little interest. If you have a little interest, sure, you can publish a lot of things. So nobody is teaching a child to walk, how to walk, or how to do something. The child, in his own interest, tries everything. The same way, if you have a real small interest, sure, you can publish a lot of things. So just I'm showing for you, encouraging for you. So these are some articles in our local newspapers. So I started my writing in 1990. So these are some of my articles. I started my writing from 1990 onwards. So these are some articles in our local newspapers, which I started in 1990. So these are some articles. For example, I'm showing all these things. So these were some magazines, local magazines, where I wrote some articles during 1990s itself. So this is a magazine where I have written. Hello. where I used to answer the questions raised by the readers for more than 15 years, question and answers in computer science. Now, okay, why, first we can see why citation impact is important. So suppose you are publishing something, nobody is reading your work, then what is the use of writing something or publishing something? So only if anybody reads your work, they will be interested and they will be cite your work in their works. So without citing, your work is not cited, then why you should write something? So it's like that you're in a stage, nobody is listening your speech. So what's the purpose of
Situation
your,
impact.
hello, is it audible? Hello, anybody?
Yes, sir,
Is it
you are
audible?
audible. Yes, sir, you are audible. You
So,
can
so
continue.
if you any disturbance, please inform me, ma'am, please.
Yes, yes, yes.
So if you're after you're publishing, if nobody is reading your work, that means if nobody is not citing your work, then it's like you're teaching to your students where nobody is listening to your speech. So citation is more and more important when you publish something. Okay, you can think why I should care about the citations. It means that then why you should publish. Okay, if you are publishing something, sure, your work should be cited by others. It means that it should be read by others and it should be used by others. Okay. Here, when your citation count is going on increasing, it will help for your confirmation of your job. It will be helpful for your promotion application. It will be helpful for your early performance appraisal. It will be academic impact for you. Okay. So whenever on my computer in the morning, just I'll check my Google Scholar citations. How many count is increased. So when you see your count is increasing, sure you'll be happy and it will boost you to do something in your research work. Okay. So when your citation is going on increasing, you can check overall as using your work as a base and overall as building by using your work. You can see, you can learn overall is using your work as the base paper and doing research on your work. This is the main use of this citations count. So based on the level of engagement with your work, the persons who are citing your work may be your collaborators in your work in future. So you can also check how others are using your research work. When your work is cited by others, they will be using your work in their work in some way. You can check how they are. So good morning all. Sorry for the delay for some, just I don't know how to operate this, please. So first of all, I should thank the management, the director, the head of the Ashoka Institute of Technology and Management, Varanasi, for giving this opportunity. So I also should thank Dr. Ushma for giving this opportunity. She has taken a lot of, see, what I don't know how to say, a lot of risk for this. I thank her also. Now I'm going to start my presentation. So it will be some as simple as as well as my experience will be exposed here. So these are my publications. Why I'm showing this? To encourage the students mainly. So most of them are afraid of these publications. So if you try to publish a single paper, then you'll get interest in publishing papers. So these are my publications. Okay. So most of you can think why we should publish. What is the purpose of publishing? Even the students can think why we need to publish. Okay. So if you are publishing something, either it may be a simple article in a magazine or a paper in a journal or any chapter or book, you'll improve your writing skill. It helps knowledge upgrade. Mr. Eco, one second. Hello. Okay. Sir, some echo. One second. It helps in knowledge upgradation. It keeps you updated. Whatever is happening outside, it gives you updated. It teaches you about a literature survey. It makes you happy when you see something which is published in a print copy or in online. Sure, it makes you happy. It helps the society with your research work. Whatever you publish, sure it will help the your society. So whenever you publish something, sure you'll get some appreciation from for your work. You'll get some publicity to your work. It adds value. When your publication is going on increasing, sure it adds your value. It keeps you alive as a, hello, can you mute somebody? Can you mute? So it keeps you alive as a researcher. It also motivates others.
Professor, you are muted.
Can you hear me now? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Sorry. Okay. Okay. Above all, you can earn money when you publish something as royalty. Okay. Now, whether you need any special talent to publish articles? No, really not. A little interest. If you have a little interest, sure, you can publish a lot of things. So nobody is teaching a child to walk, how to walk, or how to do something. The child, in his own interest, tries everything. The same way, if you have a real small interest, sure, you can publish a lot of things. So just I'm showing for you, encouraging for you. So these are some articles in our local newspapers. So I started my writing in 1990. So these are some of my articles. I started my writing from 1990 onwards. So these are some articles in our local newspapers, which I started in 1990. So these are some articles. For example, I'm showing all these things. So these were some magazines, local magazines, where I wrote some articles during 1990s itself. So this is a magazine where I have written, hello, where I used to answer the questions raised by the readers for more than 15 years, question and answers in computer science. Now, okay, why, first we can see why citation impact is important. So suppose you are publishing something, nobody is reading your work, then what is the use of writing something or publishing something? So only if anybody reads your work, they will be interested and they will be cite your work in their works. So without citing, your work is not cited, then why you should write something? So it's like that you're in a stage, nobody is listening your speech. So what's the purpose of
Citation
your,
impact important.
hello, is it audible? Hello, anybody?
Yes, sir,
Is it
you are
audible?
audible. Yes, sir, you are audible. You can
So
continue.
if you any disturbance, please inform me, ma'am, please.
Yes, yes, yes.
So if you're after you're publishing, if nobody is reading your work, that means if nobody is not citing your work, then it's like you're teaching to your students where nobody is listening to your speech. So citation is more and more important when you publish something. Okay, you can think why I should care about the citations. It means that then why you should publish. Okay, if you are publishing something, sure your work should be cited by others. It means that it should be read by others and it should be used by others. Okay. Here, when your citation count is going on increasing, it will help for your confirmation of your job. It will be helpful for your promotion application. It will be helpful for your early performance appraisal. It will be academic impact for you. Okay. So whenever I on my computer in the morning, just I'll check my Google Scholar citations. How many count is increased. So when you see your count is increasing, sure you'll be happy and it will boost you to do something in your research work. Okay. So when your citation is going on education, you can check who are all as using your work as a base and who are all as building by using your work. You can see, you can learn who are all is using your work as the base paper and doing research on your work. This is the main use of this citations count. So based on the level of engagement with your work, the persons who are citing your work may be your collaborators in your work in future. So you can also check how others are using your research work. When your work is cited by others, they will be using your work in their work in some way. You can check how they are using your work. Then you can combine with them or collaborate with them in future for publications or doing any type of research work. Mainly, a citation will help for your ego boost. It will boost your ego. If the count of citations is increasing, really, it will be a ego boost for you. Next, we can see what are the top indices. You have heard about this indexing, Scopus indexing, Web of Science indexing, all these things. What are the top indices? So, journal index is nothing. It's a list of journals, like our table of contents or some list of something contents. Okay, it's a list of journals organized by discipline, subject, region, and other factors. Just it's a list. So a quality journals will be listed in an order by some organizations like Scopus or Web of Science. It is known as an indexing. What are the main top indices which are available? So the main one is Web of Science, which is maintained by Clarivate Analytics. It indexes mainly contents of sciences, social sciences, arts, and humanities. Scopus, it is maintained by Elsevier. It mainly indexes information from medicine to computer science, social sciences, and humanities. Then EI Compendex, it mainly indexes engineering research articles and publications. Then DOAJ, it's an online access journals. It indexes only online journals. So it's an open access, it indexes only open access journals. Then BIA1, it mainly indexes biological, ecological, environmental science journals. Then ACM Digital Library, it indexes journals, conference proceedings, technical magazines, newsletters, books, and which covers computing and information science. Then ERIC, it indexes education-oriented sources. PubMed, it indexes mainly on biomedical-oriented publications. Then InSpec, it indexes journals, proceedings, books, and other resources in the area of physics, engineering, computing, and information technology. Then PsycInfo, it mainly indexes publications related to psychology. So these are the top indices which are used now. So when you consider this Web of Science uses 4 types of indexing. One is ESCI, then the other one is SCI expanded, then SSC index, then Arts and Humanity Citation Index. When you consider this ESCI, it mainly covers emerging scientific fields. That is, mainly indexes scientific-oriented publications. When you consider this SCI index expanded, it indexes science and technology-oriented publications. Then you consider this SSCI, it indexes multidisciplinary publications. Then when you consider this arts and science, AHCI, it indexes social and natural science journals. So in the Web of Science, these are the 4 there's parts where the publications are separated into 4 categories. Okay. Next, this is a simple logic you should know. What's an ISSN number? So an ISSN number is nothing. It's an international standard serial number, which is given for a journal. It's a unique number which is given for each and every journal. So it's an 8-digit number which consists of 8 numbers. In some cases, the last digit will be X, which is used for checking whether the particular journal's ISSN number is correct or not. Okay. So an ISSN number is nothing. It's a unique number which is given for each and every journal. It is nothing. It's an international standard serial number. So if you want to check whether a number given for a journal is correct or not, you can go to the website, this website. journal seeker. So you can see a box near this ISSN number. Just you can type the ISSN number which is given in a journal. You type this and click the validate button. When you click this validate button, so I have given a number 0378-5955. So it shows various numbers. In the sixth one, you can see ISSN 0378-5955. So what is the thing is this particular number is a valid ISSN number. In some cases, they will use some numbers, fake numbers or some numbers in a journal. So if you want to check this, you can check this particular ISSN number in a journal, whether it's a validate one by using this website. Okay. This is how you can see an ISSN number in a journal. So if you want to start a new journal, you can start. Okay. Here you can go to the website ISSN portal. Here, if you are an individual or an organization, based on that, a publisher, you can apply for an ISSN number for a journal. Then you can start a new journal. This is the website which you can use for starting a new journal. It is known as an ISSN portal. Next, what's an ISBN number? Same as a journal which has a unique number, each and every book will have a unique number. It is known as an ISBN number. It is nothing international standard book number. So it's a unique number which is given for each and every book. A book should have only one unique number. It is known as an ISBN number. So in some cases, they will use some numbers, same numbers in their book. So you should check it whether the particular ISBN number is a valid one or not. So normally, initially they used 9-digit number. It is known as an SBN number, standard book number. Later on, they use 10-digit number. They added a 0. So it is known as International Standard Book Number. So this is how we can see at the back page of a book an ISBN number for each and every book. It is used to identify the type of publishers, the price, and various details about the book. So if you want to apply for a book, suppose if you want to get an ISBN number, you can go to the website Raja Ram Mohan Roy National Agency for ISBN number. When you enter this website, you can apply for a ISBN number. If you are using a single user, you can get a single number. If you are a publisher, you can get more than 10 numbers at a time. Okay. So they are providing ISBN number in this website. If you are writing a book or if you want to get an ISBN number, you can go to the website. You have some commercial publisher, institutional author, self-published by author, individual publisher. Based on that, you can get number of ISBNs. Then, what's a DOI number? Most of you heard about this DOI number. As same as this journal as well as a book, each and every paper which is published will have a DOI number. It is nothing, a digital object identifier. For each and every paper which is published in a journal will have this DOI number. This is used to identify a particular journal paper. See in this picture, you can see Science Direct. It is encircled with a red mark, red circle, DOI some number. So this number, either you can type the journal title, paper title in this Google, or just you can give this DOI number, you can access this particular paper. So a DOI number is used to identify a particular paper which is published in a journal. Same way, if you are a publisher, if you want to get some DOI numbers, you can go to the website called crossref.org. In this, you have the options to apply for this crossref, this DOI numbers, you can get the DOI numbers. Okay. So you have seen what's an ISBN number, what's an ISSN number, and what's a DOI number. Next, based on some surveys, some previous day before in a newspaper, it is showing that India is world's 4th in research output, but ranks 9th in citations. See, research publication is in the 4th place, but the citations is in this 9th place. It means that the number of readers of these papers is less when compared to the number of publications. The main thing is the count of citations should be more when compared to the count of publications. Okay. Now, what is the chance? How to increase the citations? So when you consider how to increase the citations, we should consider 4 types of C's. One is competence, other one is collaboration, care, and communication. Now, what is this competence? It is nothing. We should deliver high quality work. When you deliver high quality work, it means that when you publish your work in high quality journals, that is peer reviewed journals, it means that your work is a quality one. If your work is a quality one, there will be more number of readers. If there are more number of readers, sure, your citations will be more. So try to publish high quality work in high quality journals. Next, the second one is the main thing, collaboration. So try to publish your work by using some collaborations, either your friends or colleagues or any persons abroad around the world. You try to collaborate with them and do your publication work. It will be very helpful for increasing your citations. Okay. So when you have a collaboration, your work will be a quality. And as an individual, when you collaborate with others, your work will get some complementary skills. Then you can make your work as a strong one. So having a co-author means your paper will be read by the network of a co-author also. Apart from your network, the co-authors network will also access your paper. Then your citations will be increasing. Apart from that, it also helps the quality of your paper. See, this is I'm showing for your collaboration. What is the use of collaboration? This is my collaboration, which is shown in irins.org. So I use till date, I use some 2 to 32 co-authors in my publications. So if you have more number of co-authors, sure, your citations will be increasing. Then care. The third C is care. So since we are all in the professional field, whatever you're publishing, it should be a professional one. It should be useful for the society. See, when a doctor is there, only when the doctor gives a good treatment, treatment is a good one, then he is in the particular professional field, you'll get the name. He is suitable for this job. The same way as we are all in the professional field, whatever we are publishing, it should be helpful for the society. Okay. So when we publish something, we should not think that nobody is watching our work. Still, many of them will be watching our publications. So the world is not a small one. Okay. But our field is a small one. So we should not be able to give some gossips about us. So whatever you publish, try to publish some quality papers which should be useful for the society. As well as whenever somebody is helping for your publications, support them, you encourage them, you appreciate them for the support for you. So they say thanks. When any small support is given for your publications to you, say thanks to them. Okay. So when you have some in the professional field, your collaborators and the academic friends will be useful for your output, which has got some information. You give some congratulate them on their achievements. Suppose your colleague is publishing something, you congratulate him. So in future, he will be helpful for your collaborative with your publications. So since we are all in the field of professional field, you should be a good academic citizen. So whatever you are doing or publishing, it should be helpful for the society. Then the fourth C is this, communicate. This is the most important C in this 4 Cs. Okay. Now we are publishing something. For example, you have written a book. After printing the book, you are keeping the book near your table. So what is the use? Only when somebody reads your work, then your work will be helpful for the others and it will reach others. Then only your work will be cited. So what are the ways which you can use? You can make your work to reach others. One, just you create a personal website. If you are not having a personal website, you create a personal website. You update all the publications, whatever you publish in your personal website. So whoever looks your personal website will see whatever you have published. If they are interested, they will take your work as the base work, or they will use your work in their publications. So they will cite your paper in the publications. So first you create a personal website, you put all your publications in the particular personal website. Then try to publish your work in online journals. So whenever you publish your paper in online journals, show when somebody search a particular word by using some keywords in Google, your paper will be listed and they will be able to read your paper. Apart from that, you can also put your papers after publication in some free websites like your university repository, RXP, academia.edu, ResearchGate, etc. I'll show you some other websites where you can upload your paper freely. Okay, so try to put your paper in freely available online websites. Then you create a Google Scholar citation profile and you can put your publication details. I'll show you how to use this Google Scholar in the later slides. So each and everybody should have a Google Scholar profile. Then try to attend conferences, present your work, and talk to people. So please go to conferences. You can interact with the persons who are attending the conferences. You can share your work with them, and also you can get some information from them. So when you're going to conferences, take your copy of your publications, just to distribute in the conferences. So when somebody, after reaching their place, look, they will read your work. If they are interested, they will contact you, and you can have some collaboration with them in the publications or some research works. So this is a best way you can have some collaborations, so that if you have a collaboration, sure, your work will be cited by others. So try to attend conferences, present your work, and talk to people who are attending the conferences. Then suppose if you are not able to attend a conferences due to some work or family situation or some financial problems, then try to put your work in some social medias like Twitter. So Twitter is the best place where you can upload or put your details of your publications. So use some social media to display or put your work in the social media so that it can reach other professionals. So this social media will be 5 to 10-fold times much more benefit apart from attending a conference in person. You can also use some blogs. So you can create a blog. You can put all your publication details in this blogs. You have a lot of free websites for creating blogs. So you can use Wix, WordPress, LinkedIn, Weebly, Medium, Ghost, Blogger, Tumblr, Joomla, Zimdo. These are all some free websites for creating some blogs. You can create your blogs on your own, and you can put your publication details. Then you can also use this old-fashioned way. Even it's an old-fashioned, that is sending emails. So when you publish something newly, just send an email to your friends or colleagues or your contacts. I have published a paper. This is my paper. This is my abstract. If you are interested, please contact me. We can collaborate and we can do some works in that particular field. So you can use the old-fashioned way, that is by communicating by email for distributing your work. Then apart from this, some more tips to increase your citation count. So when you're writing a paper, try to write high quality papers, which should be useful, novel, and interesting. So only when your publication is useful to the society, or it's a new and novel one, or it should be an interesting one to read, then only your paper will be read by more number of people, and you can get some more number of citations. Your paper should be able to describe the troubling problems, outline what are the innovative methods to solve the problem, and groundbreaking results. Then only your paper will be read by more number of people. Then write your paper in a citable way. It means that your paper should be clear, it should not be unclear. Suppose if your paper is only of 4 or 5 pages, if anybody reads your paper, they should be able to understand what you're trying to say, what you have done. Okay, the paper should be clear. It should be in an organized way. For example, when you consider any journal paper, you can see first abstract will be the keywords, then introduction, then previous work, current work, then some experimental results, then you can see some conclusion, then references. The paper should be in an organized way, and it should be without any grammatical errors. So when you write a paper in a clear, organized, and grammatical errors, should really you can can attract more number of readers. So the next one is you try to write your paper with a title which should be a serious concern. So it means that what is the current need for the society? The title which you are selecting for writing a paper should be a one which is needed by the society at the current situation. For example, during the COVID period, no, most of the papers were written in COVID. I think more than 80% of the papers were published in the area of COVID. It means that the society was in need of the details about the COVID. So in that time, most of the papers were published in the area of COVID. So try to publish your work which is a current serious concern for the society at current. Then your paper should be able to answer some fundamental questions in that particular field. Suppose you are writing some paper in a particular field. When a reader, when a professor or anybody is reading a paper, they should be able to understand the basic things, what you're trying to tell. Okay. Then only he will be able to, suppose your paper will be a short paper, even 3 pages or 4 pages. So if it's not able to understand, then nobody will read your paper. So try to write your paper in a way that some basic fundamental questions can be understood by the reader who is reading this paper. Then you can also cite your papers, own papers which is published earlier in your paper. Suppose you have written some papers in network previously, you have published some papers previously in network. Now you are writing a paper in network. You can also cite your paper in your previous published paper in your paper. This is also another way to increase your citation count. Then the next one is you can ask your collaborators or your friends or some colleagues to cite your paper in their papers. Then you can also inform them, I will also cite your papers in my paper, for example. So this is another way to increase the citation counts. So you can use or ask your peers or colleagues or some professors in your network to cite your work in their papers. In return, you can also cite their papers in your papers. Then the next point is when you're giving a title to a paper, don't use a colon. So a survey shows when you're using a colon in your title of a paper, the number of citations or readers is reduced. This is a survey. So try to avoid using a colon when you are giving a title to a paper. Instead of that, you can give an hyphen. Then you can write some review articles. So review articles attract more number of citations. Okay. So try to write some review articles covering the research literature in your area of expertise. Then try to publish your work in peer-reviewed journals. It is known as a top-tier journal. Either it may be a Q1 journal or Q2 journal. I'll explain you all these things. So try to publish your paper in top-tier journals, which is known as peer-reviewed journals, which will attract more number of readers. Then when you're giving your name in your paper, suppose you're writing papers, number of papers, try to give the same name. That is, first name and last name should be as exact as in all journals. In some cases, you will give your first name as the second. For example, my name is Senthil Kumar. What I will do, I should give only A.V. Senthil Kumar in all my publications. If some cases, what happens if I give A.V. Kumar Senthil, first name, last name first name second, for example, that header will move to some other, count will move to some other header. So try to give the exact name in all your publications. So in your paper, try to give some keywords which are easily identified by the readers. So use keywords and phrases effectively in each paper so that whenever somebody tries to search in Google in a particular keyword, your paper should also be listed in the search list. Okay. So use some keywords which are commonly used or which are attractive in your paper. The next one is try to publish your paper in special issues, the special issue of journals. So special issues of journals attracts more number of readers when compared to the normal published journals, regular issues. Then whatever bibliographical information you are giving in your publications, try to give the exact informations in all your publications. So the details should be a thorough one and an accurate one, which is related to your field. So when you're sending a paper or trying to publish a paper, try to check with the plagiarism tool. Then you try to send the paper for publication. Okay. So you can use either Authenticate or Turnitin for checking your plagiarism. Then the final point is, even though you are publishing less number of papers, don't compromise with quality. If your work is a quality one, sure, you can get more number of citations. So how the quality paper should be prepared? Simply, you cannot start writing a paper, then you can write a paper. So first, you should select the right topic. As previously I told, the title should be useful for the society. It should be a new and innovative one. Then only the work will be read by more number of people. So first you choose a right topic, then research the topic. You Google, you research what are the other publications which are published in that particular topic. You go on research, then you will get some idea of what you can write or you can start. After identifying the topic with the research, then you make an outline what you are going to write, just the main points which you are going to write in your paper. After making an outline, just you organize the notes for each and every outline title. Just write some notes. After preparing the notes, you start the actual writing. Now you are writing the paper. After writing the paper, don't send to the publishers as it is. You just edit and proofread. You can send to your colleagues or friends who are great in English or in some research. You can ask them to edit and proofread it. So they will find some mistakes, either it may be grammatical mistakes or some scientific mistakes. You retrieve it and edit it. Then finally you send to the publishers. So when you consider these papers, research papers, what are the types of papers? You can find these research articles. So research articles are nothing. They present the original research findings with structured sections. Review articles, it is nothing. It summarizes and synthesizes existing research papers. Then case studies. It offers detailed analysis of specific cases to explore real-time situations. Okay. Then theoretical papers, just it presents new theories or conceptual frameworks offering critical analysis of existing ones. Then methodological papers, it introduces new research methods. Then literature reviews, it reviews and critiques the literature on a particular topic. You can take a particular topic, you can review some various papers, then you can publish it. Position papers, they're nothing. They argue a stance on a specific issue with the evidence and reasoning. Then conference papers as normal. Then technical reports, it's a document, technical research process and outcomes providing data and analysis. Then there is some editorial and commentaries. Just you're going to give some 1 or 2 paragraphs about your opinion. So it offers opinions or insights on current issues, aiming to provoke thought and discussion. So this is how a quality research paper looks. So a research paper should have an abstract. What's an abstract? It shows the problem statement, method overview, key findings, and main impact of the paper. Then it should have an introduction next. It shows the outward understanding. Then a literature review, the gap we want to fill. Then the methodology you're going to use. Then the output from this methodologies. Then discussion, what are the findings you made? Then you are going to give a conclusion. Apart from that, you are going to give some references. This is how a research paper looks. See the same thing. A research paper will have a paper title, an abstract, introduction, related works, research methodology, results, discussion, conclusion. Apart from that, you will have some references. So if you want to get an acceptance for your paper which is sent to a quality journal or peer-reviewed journal, there are a lot of hurdles. After jumping all the hurdles, your paper will be accepted. So if your paper want to be accepted by a quality journal, then you should follow some points related to that particular journal. So each and every publisher will have its own standard and you cannot ignore it. Okay. So the paper which you are sending should follow the standard of the journal. So you can check in the journal's guide for authors. Based on the guidelines, you should prepare your paper. So each and every journal will have a narrow scope and aim. So you should understand the objectives of each journal and sure your manuscript matches the target's journal scope. So the paper you're sending to a journal should target the journal's scope. Then, and editors and peers expect articles to be written in clear English. So the editors of the journal will expect some clear English. So try to write your paper in clear English, avoid some errors. Okay. Then check the plagiarism before sending the paper to a peer-reviewed journal by using any tool. Either it may be Authenticate or Turnitin. Then you should follow the guidelines which is given in the journal for preparing the paper. So after sending the paper, don't stop. You follow it. So you can send an email. I have sent the paper before 15 days. Please, I want to know what is the result of the paper. Just you should follow till you get some result from the journal. So when you get some review reports about your paper, just you read it clearly and try to answer the reviewers' comments effectively and clearly so that your work can be accepted by the journal. Next, you can see what's a journal impact factor. So most of you heard about this impact factor. What is journal impact factor? So a journal impact factor is nothing. A number, it's a numeric number. Sorry, it's a numeric number which is given for high quality journal. Mainly, this journal impact factor is given only for the journals which is indexed in Web of Science. Please be clear. Journal impact factor is given only for the journals which are indexed in Web of Science. So you can see now a lot of impact factors are available. For example, SJIF and a lot of impact factors are there. But this journal JIF is given only for the journals which are indexed in Web of Science. So how they calculate this journal impact factor in Web of Science index journal? So suppose if a journal is given an impact factor, journal impact factor, which is indexed in Web of Science for the year 2024, what they will do is they will take the previous 2 years publications and the number of citations for the 2 years publications. So total number of times its articles were cited divided by the total number of citable articles. It gives the journal impact factor. For example, if a journal A wants a journal impact factor, what they will do is, for example, 2024, they will take the 2023 and 24 years number of publications of the journal and the number of citations. So the total number of citations for the previous 2 years divided by the total number of papers which is published in the 2 years will give the journal impact factor. So if the number of citations is more, sure, the journal impact factor will be high. So this is how they calculate the journal impact factor. So here they have calculated for the year 2008. What they will take? They will take the 2006 and 2007 years publications and the number of citations. They divide the number of citations, that is 637, divided by total number of publications, that is 104, which gives 6.125. This 6.125 is the journal impact factor of that particular journal. Then what is the site score? So this is one which is given for a journal, high quality journal. This is same as journal impact factor, but this is given only for the journals which are indexed in Scopus. So JIF is given only for the journals which are indexed in Web of Science. Site score is given only for the journals which are indexed in Scopus. So how the site score is calculated? This is calculated as same as Web of Science. Web of Science uses 2 years, but site score uses 3 years. For example, in this case, if they want to calculate the site score for the particular journal, in 2015, it takes the total number of publications in 2012, 13, and 14, divided by the total number of citations for these 3 years, which gives the cite score for a particular journal for the year 2015. So after 2020, the cite score uses 4 years publications. Before 2020, it used only 3 years, but now after 2020, they are using 4 years publications. Okay, so this is how the cite score and impact factor are calculated. So cite score, you can see it uses only scopus index journal. It uses previous 4 years documents. But when you consider this impact factor, it is given only for the journals which are indexed in Web of Science. It uses only 2 years counts. Then what is this Coimbatore journal rank? You have heard about this Coimbatore journal rank. It is same as this scopus and that is JF and cite score, but this is a list of journals, of high quality journals, which are given numbers based on their quality and their importance in the particular field. They are given numbers from 1 to 100. So what they will do is they will take the previous 3 years publications, the subject and the quality of work which is published in a journal. They list the journal between 1 to 100. Okay. So this SJR values are meant to indicate greater journal prestige. They are greater journal prestige. You heard about this Q. This is given based on this Coimbatore journal rank. They are giving this Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4. So Q1 list journals are nothing. The journals which are listed from 1 to 25 in this Coimbatore journal rank. Q2 is a list of journals which are given the Coimbatore journal rank between 26 to 50. Q3 is given between the journals which is given 51 to 75, and 76 to 100% group are under this Q4 list. So if you want to check a journal for Coimbatore journal rank, you can go to the website called scimagorjr.com. Okay, so this is how the Coimbatore journal ranks. So Q1 is nothing, the 25% top journals. Q2 is nothing, 26 to 50, that is 26 to 50%. Q3 lies between 51 to 75, and Q4 lies between 76 to 100. So if you want to check the Coimbatore journal for a particular journal, you can go to the website scimagorjr.com/as index.php. In the box, you can type the journal name and press the enter key. You can see the rank for a particular journal. It will be from between 1 and 100. So this is the difference between a cite score and journal impact factor. A cite score is nothing. It is based on the Scopus data. Impact factor is nothing. It is based on Web of Science data. Cite score uses a 4-year window publication. Impact factor adopts a 2-year window publications. Elsewhere launched the cite score. Impact factor launched by Clarivate Analytics, that is Web of Science. Both these two that is cite score and impact factor, are